One day in a busy market, a 6-year-old boy held his little sister's hand tightly. Suddenly she stopped to stare at a doll in a toy shop window. He asked softly, "Do you see something you like?" She pointed at the doll and he led her into the shop. Soon she was holding the doll, her face glowing with happiness. The shopkeeper smiled kindly as the boy asked, "How much does this doll cost, sir?" The shopkeeper replied, "What do you have?" The boy pulled out some seashells, each special to him. The shopkeeper pretended to think, then said, "These are perfect. Let me give you some back." He kept 4 shells and returned the rest. The boy's face lit up with relief and gratitude as they left with the doll. A helper asked, "Why give such a nice doll for just shells?" The shopkeeper smiled. "To us, they're just shells. To that boy, they're a treasure. He'll remember this kindness and believe in the goodness of people."
Hello, I am the Kids Whisperer, the magical voice to help you relax and sleep. It's sleep story time. Lie down in your bed, be cozy, and start relaxing. Now gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your chest rise and fall with each breath. Gently feel the smile on your face and relax. Let's relax your shoulders now. Lift them gently to your ears. Hold them tight and squeeze them. Take a deep breath and let go of everything. Relax. One more time. Lift your shoulders gently to your ears. Hold them tight and squeeze them. Take a deep breath and let go of everything. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm taking you to an imaginary journey to a marvelous place. Welcome to the Enchanted Mountains, where every step unveils a new wonder. Are you ready to embark on this magical journey? Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Relax every muscle in your body. Picture yourself standing at the foot of a majestic mountain, its peaks reaching toward the sky. The air is crisp and clean as you begin your ascent. Step onto the winding mountain path, feeling the solid ground beneath your feet. Each step brings you closer to adventure. As you climb higher, the scenery changes around you. Tall pine trees line the path, their branches swaying gently in the mountain breeze. The scent of pine fills the air, refreshing and making you feel cool. Pause for a moment to listen to the symphony of nature, the chirping of crickets, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of a bird echoing through the valleys. Continue on your journey, passing by a babbling brook and rocky outcrops. Each twist and turn of the path reveals a new vista, more breathtaking than the last. The air grows cooler and you can feel the mist from a nearby waterfall on your skin. The sound of rushing water draws you closer to the source. Emerging from the trees, you find yourself standing at the edge of a crystal clear pool fed by the waterfall. The water cascades down in a shimmering curtain, creating rainbows in the sunlight. Dip your hand into the cool water. Feel its refreshing touch. Nearby, a family of deer emerges from the forest to drink from the pool. They regard you with curiosity before bounding away into the trees. You continue your journey deeper into the mountains. The trail is becoming steeper and you can feel it in your muscles as you climb higher. Finally, you reach a point that offers a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape. It looks beautiful. You can see miles of land in every direction, from the rolling green hills to the distant peaks of other mountains. You sit down on a flat rock and take a moment to catch your breath. The sun begins to sink toward the horizon, casting the mountains in a warm golden light. Now let's sit on the flat rock and listen to the story. Once upon a time, nestled at the foot of a majestic mountain, there lived a bear family whose story was both ordinary and extraordinary. Among them was Harry, the eldest, who dwelt with his mother, father, and 2 younger brothers. Each day, Harry observed his father's ritual of venturing to the nearby river to procure fish, the staple food for their family. Yet, despite the abundance of fish, Harry found his appetite waning and his spirit longing for something more. He wanted something more than a fish. His brothers, full of youthful vigor, reveled in the simple joys of their hillside playground, their laughter echoing throughout the valley. But Harry had a restlessness. He found little solace in their tales. Night after night, while the rest of the family slept peacefully with the confines of their cave, Harry lay awake, his mind consumed by dreams of adventure and discovery. One crisp morning, as the first rays of sunlight kissed the mountain peaks, Harry made a decision that would alter the course of his life forever. With a resolute heart and a glint of determination in his eye, he announced to his family his intention to seek out a new home, a place where he might find purpose and belonging beyond the familiar confines of the mountain. With a bittersweet farewell, Harry set forth on his journey, his paws carrying him across forests, plains, and shimmering lakes. Each step filled him with a sense of anticipation, a yearning to explore the vast world that lay beyond the horizon. And so he ventured forth, his spirit undaunted by the challenges that lay ahead. As the sun reached its zenith, Harry found himself standing at the edge of a bustling city, its streets teeming with life and activity. Here, amidst the towering buildings and bustling crowds, Harry discovered a sight that filled him with wonder. A grand festival where bears of all shapes and size had gathered to celebrate. Eager to immerse himself in the festivities, Harry threw himself into the revelry, his heart swelling with joy as he danced and sang alongside his newfound companions. Among them, he found a sense of belonging that he had never known before, the shared bond of their bearhood uniting them in joyous celebration. To his delight, Harry soon found himself crowned the winner of the festival's bear costume contest, his natural charm and exuberance capturing the hearts of all who beheld him. As he basked in the adulation of the crowd, Harry felt a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over him, his doubts and insecurities fading into the background. In the aftermath of the festivities, Harry joined his newfound friends for a lavish feast, the table groaning under the weight of sumptuous delights. Here, amidst the laughter and merriment of his companions, Harry sampled the delights of a world beyond his wildest imaginings, relishing the taste of steak and green peas, a welcome departure from the fish that had sustained him for so long. Yet, amidst the revelry, Harry found himself faced with a humorous dilemma, the challenge of dining with utensils. Accustomed to the simple life of Forrest, he fumbled awkwardly with fork and spoon, much to the amusement of his friends. Laughter filled the air as Harry's attempts at etiquette resulted in a delightful mess upon the table, his good nature bumbling only endearing him further to his companions. As the night wore on, the bear cubs ventured into the garden to play, their laughter mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves in the evening breeze. Harry revelled in the joy of their company, his heart overflowing with a sense of belonging he had never known before. And as the darkness fell and the stars began to twinkle overhead, they retired to bed. Harry nestled among his newfound friends, the warmth of their hug enveloping him like a blanket. Yet, as the first light of dawn illuminated the sky, Harry let out a mighty yawn that echoed through the quiet streets, a sound that seemed to pierce the very fabric of the morning air. Suddenly the children around him recoiled in fear, their laughter giving way to startled cries as they realized that Harry was not a real bear, but a creature of the forest disguising as one of their own. Shocked and dismayed, the children fled in terror, leaving Harry alone in the empty streets, his heart heavy with regret. In that moment, he realized the folly of his actions, the consequences of his desire to escape the confines of his mountain home. For in quest for adventure, he had inadvertently caused harm to those around him, bringing fear and confusion where there should have been joy and celebration. Filled with a sense of longing for his family and the familiar comforts of home, Harry embarked on a journey of return, retracing his steps through the mountains, lakes, and forests until at last he stood once more at the mountainside, greeted by his loving embrace of his worried mother and brothers. As he held them close, Harry's heart overflowed with love and gratitude. For in his wanderings, he had discovered that true happiness lay not in the bright lights of the city or the thrill of adventure, but in the simple joys of family and home. And so, with a newfound appreciation for the blessings that surrounded him, Harry vowed to cherish each moment with his beloved family, forever grateful for the lessons learned on his journey of discovery. Now, as you prepare for a peaceful night's sleep, let's take a moment to think how blessed it is to have a family. Even though you do the same thing over and over again, this is your safe pod. This is your home. This is where you're safe. Your family is your safe link. Focus on your breathing once again. You can feel your body sinking into the bed as you prepare to drift off into a peaceful sleep. Well, it's time to thank God for everything, for the nice family, for the safe home, for the cozy bed. Thank God for all the blessings. Thank God for everything. May you have deep sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Good night, sweet dreams.
Once upon a time, a little spider climbed up a water spout. Rain came pouring down and the spider got washed out. But then the sun appeared and dried up all the rain. The spider, determined, climbed up again. It faced challenges but never gave up. Every time it slipped, it tried once more. Through rain or shine, it kept on climbing. The spider showed us to be brave and never give up. With each try, it grew stronger and braver. It became a hero, teaching us to keep trying. And when it finally reached the top, it looked back with pride. The itsy bitsy spider's journey inspired everyone, big or small, to keep going. Because even the tiniest creatures can achieve big things with courage and determination. Once upon a time, there was a man named Jonah. God told him to go to a city called Nineveh, but Jonah didn't want to. So he hopped on a big boat to run away. But then a big storm came and everyone on the boat got scared. They threw Jonah into the sea and a huge whale swallowed him up. Inside the whale, Jonah prayed and said sorry for disobeying. After 3 days, the whale spat him out onto the beach. Jonah decided to listen to God and went to tell people in Nineveh to be good. Surprisingly, they listened and changed their ways. Jonah learned that listening to God is important and that even when things seem bad, there's always a chance to make them better. Jonah felt happy because he helped people and obeyed God.
Hello, I am the Kids Whisperer, the magical voice to help you relax and sleep. As the day softly fades into the embrace of night, it's time to let go of the adventures of the day and ease into the gentle arms of sleep. So let's take a moment together to prepare our minds and bodies for a peaceful journey into dreamland. Find your special spot in your bed where you feel safe and snug. Nestle yourself under your blankets, just like a little caterpillar in its cozy cocoon. Feel the warmth of your blankets wrapping around you like a loving hug. Now let's take a deep breath in through our noses, filling our tummies with air like a big balloon. Feel your chest rise and your belly expand as you take in a big deep breath. And now slowly exhale through your mouth, like a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves of a tree. With each breath, feel your body becoming lighter and more relaxed. Let go of any tension you might be holding on to, allowing your muscles to soften and unwind. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, imagine yourself drifting on a fluffy cloud high above the world. Feel the cloud beneath you, soft and billowy, carrying you gently through the starlit sky. Picture a sky full of twinkling stars, each one shining brightly just for you. Watch as they twinkle and dance, filling you with a sense of peace and wonder. Take a deep breath and let's listen to the story. Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl who always wore a bright red riding hood. This girl was loved by everyone who knew her, especially her grandmother. Her grandmother, who lived deep in the forest, had made the Red Riding Hood for her, and she wore it so often that everyone began calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother called her into the kitchen. She said, "Your grandmother isn't feeling well. I've packed a basket with bread, honey, fresh fruit, and her favorite cookies. Please take this basket to her. But remember, stay on the path and do not talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood nodded eagerly. She loved visiting her grandmother and couldn't wait to see her. She put on her Red Riding Hood, took the basket, and set off on the path through the forest to her grandmother's house. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds singing and leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. Little Red Riding Hood walked happily along the path, enjoying the beauty of the trees and flowers. She loved the way the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating dancing patterns on the ground. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the earthy aroma of the forest floor. As she walked, she saw a patch of beautiful wildflowers growing just off the path. Grandmother would love these, she thought to herself. She stepped off the path to pick a few of the flowers, filling her basket with their colorful blooms. She carefully chose the prettiest flowers she could find, thinking about how happy they would make her grandmother. While she was picking the flowers, a big, friendly-looking wolf came up to her. The wolf had shiny fur and a long, bushy tail. "Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf with a smile that showed all his sharp teeth. "Where are you going on this fine day?" Little Red Riding Hood, remembering her mother's warning not to talk to strangers, hesitated for a moment. But the wolf looked so kind and friendly that she decided it would be all right to answer him. "I'm going to visit my grandmother. She's not feeling well, and I'm bringing her this basket of goodies," she replied. The wolf's eyes gleamed with a sly light, but he kept his voice kind. "What a good girl you are," he said. "Where does your grandmother live?" "She lives in a cottage on the other side of the forest," Little Red Riding Hood replied. "It's one with a thatched roof and the white shutters." The wolf smiled even wider. "That sounds lovely," he said. "I mustn't keep you. Have a wonderful visit with your grandmother." With that, the wolf hurried off into the forest. Little Red Riding Hood went back to picking flowers, unaware of the wolf's true intentions. The wolf, you see, had a plan. He wanted to reach grandmother's house before Little Red Riding Hood did. The wolf ran swiftly through the forest, following a shortcut that he knew well. He reached grandmother's house in no time at all and knocked on the door. "Who is it?" called grandmother from inside. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf, trying to make his voice sound like a little girl's. Come in, dear, said grandmother. The door is unlocked. The wolf opened the door and stepped inside. Before grandmother could realize what was happening, the wolf had swallowed her whole. Then he put on her nightgown and cap, climbed into her bed, and pulled the covers up to his chin. He looked around the cozy cottage, taking in the pictures on the walls and the warm fire crackling in the hearth. He thought about how clever he was and how delicious his meal would be. Not long after, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage. She knocked on the door and called out, "Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you some goodies from Mother." "Come in, dear," said the wolf, disguising his voice as best as he could. Little Red Riding Hood opened the door and stepped inside. The room was dimly lit, and she could barely see her grandmother lying in bed. "Grandmother, you sound so strange," she said as she walked closer. "I have a bit of cold, dear," said the wolf, trying to sound like grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood put her basket on the table and went to the bed. As she got closer, she noticed that her grandmother looked very different. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," she exclaimed. "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf. "And grandmother, what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. "But grandmother, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," growled the wolf, and he jumped out of the bed. Little Red Riding Hood screamed as the wolf lunged at her. Just then, a woodcutter who was passing by the cottage heard her scream. He burst through the door and saw the wolf attacking Little Red Riding Hood. With one swift chop of his axe, the woodcutter killed the wolf and saved Little Red Riding Hood. "Are you all right?" he asked, helping her to her feet. "Yes, thank you," said Little Red Riding Hood, her heart still racing. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood remembered her mother's advice. She never strayed from the path again and always stayed away from strangers. As time went on, the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf spread throughout the village. People marveled at her bravery and the woodcutter's quick actions. They admired how Little Red Riding Hood learned an important lesson about safety and the importance of listening to her mother's advice. She continued to explore the forest, but she did so with more caution. She learned to appreciate the beauty of nature while staying aware of potential dangers. She also developed a keen sense of direction and became skilled at identifying the different plants and animals that lived in the forest. And that's the end of the story. Now imagine a beautiful garden blooming beneath you, filled with colorful flowers. Take a deep breath in and let the sweet fragrance of the flowers fill your senses, wrapping you in a blanket of tranquility. As you breathe out, imagine yourself floating gently down into the garden, surrounded by the beauty and serenity of nature. Know that you're safe and loved. You're surrounded by warmth and comfort. Feel your body sinking deeper in your bed and sleep gently.
As you drift off to sleep, remember that you're cherished beyond measure and that you're always wrapped in the loving embrace of those who care for you. It's time to say a small prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for keeping us safe. Give us the strength from above to not to talk to strangers. Protect us from all evil, harm and danger. Keep us safe in your arms. Give us good night rest and sweet dreams. Thank you for the food, clothing and shelter. Thank you for the safety. Thank you for everything. Amen. May you have a deep sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Good night, sweet dreams, and sleep tight.
Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Mary. She had a little lamb, a fluffy white one, that followed her everywhere. When Mary went to school, her lamb tagged along. Its gentle bleating brought smiles to the children's faces, making the classroom feel warm and cozy. The teacher welcomed the lamb but said it couldn't stay inside. So Mary led her lamb to a lush meadow nearby, where it happily waited for her. After school, Mary and her lamb played together, chasing butterflies. They were inseparable, sharing secrets and giggles. When evening came, Mary's lamb snuggled close to her as they walked home. At bedtime, it nestled beside her, its soft wool keeping her warm. Mary loved her little lamb dearly, and the lamb loved her much. They were the best of friends, sharing adventures and dreams. And so Mary and her little lamb lived happily ever after.
Hello, I am the Kids Whisperer, the magical voice to help you relax and sleep. It's bedtime. Choose your toy or stuffy. Get cozy and start relaxing. Now gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders drop, your tummy rise and fall. Let all the busy thoughts drift away like tiny clouds. Imagine you're in a quiet park at sunset. The sky soft pink and gold. The air still and warm. A swing creaks gently in the breeze, waiting for a little story to begin. It was a peaceful evening at the park. The swings moved slowly back and forth, whispering to the wind. Mia sat on one of them, her small hands holding a shiny red ball. She pushed her feet against the sand and let herself sway gently. Her best friend Aiden hadn't come today. Usually he'd race her to the swings, and they'd laugh until their cheeks turned pink. But tonight, only the other swing beside her was moving, empty, creaking softly. Mia sighed. "It's not fun without Aiden," she whispered. All around her, children played, sliding down, chasing bubbles, riding bikes. But to Mia, it felt like the whole park was quiet, like the world was waiting for something to happen. Then, from the corner of her eye, she saw a small boy sitting in the sandbox. He was drawing circles in the sand with a stick, all alone. His sneakers were too big, and his hat kept slipping over his eyes. He looked shy, the way Aiden had been when they first met. Mia rocked gently on her swing, thinking. She missed Aiden. She wished he were here. But then she remembered what he always used to say. If you ever see someone sitting alone, go say hi. That's how friendship begins. The wind brushed against her cheek, almost like a soft nudge. "Hi," she said with a little smile. "I'm Mia. Want to play catch?" The boy blinked, surprised. "Me?" "Of course," she said, holding up her red ball. "You can throw first." His face lit up, the kind of smile that starts small and suddenly shines like sunshine after rain. Soon the red ball was bouncing around the park. It rolled over grass, splashed into puddles, and made both of them laugh as they chased after it. The air filled with laughter again, light, bright, and full of joy. The empty swing swayed quietly in the background, no longer lonely. It seemed to smile too, because the world always feels fuller when kindness fills it. When the sky turned purple and the first stars appeared, Mia and the boys sat on the swings side by side. They didn't need words anymore, just the soft rhythm of swinging, the creak of chains, and the gentle whisper of friendship beginning. Friendship begins with a simple hello. When you share your smile or your game, you never lose anything. You just make the world a little warmer. Now take a deep breath again. Imagine the park growing quiet, the swing slowing down. A soft breeze brushes your hair as the stars twinkle above. You can still hear the faint creak of the swings, the laughter echoing in your heart. Let that warm feeling fill you from head to toe. A feeling of peace, kindness, and love. You did something beautiful today. You made someone smile. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for helping me bring a smile in someone's life. Thank you for using me. Amen. Now gently drift off to sleep, peaceful, kind, and full of sweet dreams. Good night. Once a man traveled from Jerusalem to Jericho. Along the way, bad people hurt him. He needed help. A priest and a Levite walked by but didn't stop to help. Then a Samaritan came. He saw the hurt man and felt sad. The Samaritan cleaned the man's cuts and made him feel better. He lifted the man onto his own donkey and took him to an inn. At the inn, the Samaritan told the innkeeper, "Please take care of him." He gave the innkeeper money to help the hurt man. The Samaritan said, "I will come back and give you more money if you need it." Jesus told the story to teach us to help others. He said, "Be kind like the Samaritan." So we should help people who are hurt or need help, just like the Samaritan helped the hurt man on the road. It's important to be kind and help those who are in trouble.
Once in a quiet village, a little lantern hung on a porch, proud of its bright flame. Every night it shone over the path, lighting the way for all. One evening a tiny firefly flew by and said, "I love helping people find their way too." The lantern scoffed, You're too small to matter." But that night a heavy storm blew through and the lantern's flame went out. Lost in the dark, a child cried near the woods. The firefly fluttered over, glowing gently and guiding the child back home. When the sun rose, the lantern whispered, "I was wrong. Even the smallest light can brighten the darkest path." Never underestimate the power of a small act of kindness.
Hello, I am the Kids Whisperer, the magical voice to help you relax and sleep. It's snuggle time. Pull your blanket close and hold your favorite toy. Be cozy and start relaxing. Now gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your chest rise and fall like the waves of a gentle sea. Let's relax your shoulders now. Lift them slowly to your ears. Hold them tight and let go. Again, lift, squeeze, and release. Feel the tension float away. You're calm and peaceful. Tonight, we'll visit a quiet garden that whispers in the moonlight. Let's tiptoe in together and listen to its sleepy secrets. Under the silver moon, the backyard garden was getting ready for bed. The tomatoes yawned, the basil stretched its leaves, and the carrots snuggled deeper in the soil. Every night, the plants shared stories about their day, who grew the most, who felt the rain, and who caught the first sunbeam. But tonight, something felt different. The pumpkin plant looked tired and droopy. "What's wrong?" asked the parsley. "I'm thirsty," said the pumpkin. "I used all my water helping my new blossoms grow." Nearby, the tomatoes whispered, "I worked hard today too. Why should I share my dewdrops?" The carrots huffed, "I need my minerals to stay orange." Even the snail, slowly climbing a stem, sighed and said, "No one wants to share these days." The garden grew quiet, a little lonely. Just then, a tiny light fluttered over the fence. It was Flick, the firefly, glowing softly in the dark. "Why so gloomy, garden friends?" he asked. The pumpkin told him everything. Flick blinked and smiled. "When I share my light, the night feels brighter for everyone. Maybe your dew and minerals could do the same." The plants thought about it. The basil whispered, "I can spread my scent to keep the bugs away from you." The tomatoes offered, "I'll share some shade when the sun gets too hot." Even the snail added, "I'll carry tiny drops of water to the pumpkin's roots." Soon the garden was busy again, but this time working together. The air smelled sweet, the moon smiled down, and the plants felt lighter. The pumpkin's leaves lifted happily. "Thank you, friends. I feel strong again." The garden glowed with a soft warmth, like a smile you can feel. Flick the firefly hovered and said, "See, when we share, everyone grows." The plants nodded sleepily, whispering, "Good night, good friends." Their leaves rustled a gentle thank you song as they drifted into dreams. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for helping me to share. Thank you for the strength you've given me so that I can spread my scent to keep others warm and happy. Amen. So, little dreamer, when you wake up tomorrow, remember, happiness grows best when you share a little kindness too. Keep smiling. Good night. Sweet dreams.